Welcome back to the garage. Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace the oil on your dirt bike. This is a 110 Mr. Pro. It's a GPX motor, which is a very common motor for 110 dirt bikes. So your bike may have a different name, but it's quite possibly the same motor. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it. First thing you want to make sure is that you can find your oil fill cap and make sure you can loosen it, because you don't want to drain it with oil and then find out that you can't even fill it up with oil. So mine is loose and will come off. So you can click that tight for right now. And then second, you want to touch your motor. Mine's a little warm because I was just riding, but it's not too hot. You do not want to replace the oil on a motor that is hot. So wait for it to cool down a little bit. In this case, mine's a little warm, but we should be okay. Step to grab an oil pan, slide it under your motor, and then locate your oil drain, which is right here. In this case, mine is a size 17 socket. Start loosening. These should not be too tight, because if they're too tight, then you can actually strip the threads and then you'll have to get a whole new motor. Actually take off your socket and then just spin it. As you're unscrewing the bolt, push it up and then pull to the side. And then you get minimal oil on your hands. You can see this oil is very dark and cloudy, so it's a good thing that I'm replacing this. Now that your oil is just barely dripping out, you can take your bolt and thread it back on there. And then you do not want to over tighten this bolt. All you want is for it to be snug. So right there, there's snug. Now we can begin filling up the motor with oil. You'll take your oil dipstick and clean it off. You'll want to fill your oil anywhere in these hash marks. So let's begin filling it up. I always recommended I use 10W40 motor oil. This is just what the manufacturer recommends. Next, you'll grab yourself a funnel and kind of move your kickstart away, and then just set it in there. Crack open your oil. Start filling it up. Start out slow. You can kind of get an idea on how much is in your pan, just how much to start out with. It shouldn't be any more than a quart, which is right here. And you can see how much clearer this oil is and how foggy that old oil is. So it's a very good thing that I'm replacing this oil. Level now. See, there's just a little bit there at the end, so we'll keep going until we're about halfway up this hashed dipstick. Now you can see our oil level is right here, which is perfect. It's not too much, not too little, right in the middle. And just for reference, we use just about this whole quart of oil, or is it almost about 12 ounces, so just a good idea. You only need one of these. And you can actually take your old oil and dump it in your old container and then take it back to the hardware store and they'll recycle it for you. So that's what I'm going to try to do without spilling too bad. Now let's kick it and see if it'll turn over.